Hello, everyone. This is Board Gaming Ramblings. I'm so tired.
Let's do that again.
Hello, everyone. This is Denman.
This is Johannes.
And this is Unua.
And
you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
We're doing that, man. You weren't starting it, so I thought I was starting.
Yeah, I was waiting for you.
We are eating breakfast. Last day. I think we're pretty tired, everyone.
Last day, very tired.
Yeah, so
I feel like I got hit by a train.
It's gonna be good.
A big train.
One last. Do you have room for more games?
I have no room for games.
How's this gonna be a boring day then?
My bag is already overweight, and I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do about it.
That's what we're gonna do after breakfast to see how much, where we actually at.
You might need to take some of my games.
That man was just like, hi, yesterday you were just like, yay, you got more room for more games.
Yeah. I don't have room for more games, but then I bought more games, so it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a well-known problem when you're here.
That happens.
Yeah, let's just get this.
I can make this work.
Yeah.
And then, no, you can't make it work.
That's 20 and a half. So I can possibly have a couple more kills in it.
The packing.
Let me take those escape room games. I'll go with 15 minutes. And we can get some more clothes in here as well. I think this is the most played game of Essen.
Yeah, but today we're wondering how we're going to get in. It's been a different procedure every single day. The security. What? So this is new.
No, maybe only to Hall 7.
Today that they're letting people into Hall 7.
I don't know what's going on.
Nobody knows. Last time we had to go out of Hall 7 and walk around to the gallery to get in. It's different procedures every day. It's quite confusing, but you can't beat the system because you don't know what the system is.
Did you see the video from here yesterday?
From here. Oh, the math trade?
No, when everybody was letting in, this hall is completely full.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's crazy. Walking through Hall 7. Welcome to this documentary about Hall 7 walking. Here you will find all these amazing things, like people sitting on the floor, trash cans. Actually, Abfallskassen, or something like that. I don't know how it's pronounced. And people are sitting on the floor again. I think we're gonna have to go outside and in.
Am I spinning too fast for you? We're on a roller coaster. Hall 6 is like kind of weird. It's just like weird shit everywhere. A bunch of nerdy t-shirts over there and some prints and a lot of miniatures. And here they're setting up. It looks like a restaurant, but with like a plate and glasses. But it's actually a painting station for minis. So that's cool. What did you do?
I just bought another game. Hobby Japan, I asked him if Rumble Nation was going to be in the US, and he said no, it's going to take a long time. And the FOMO got to me, and I bought another game. My bag's already overweight. I don't know why I keep doing this.
These are tiny poker chips. It's the cutest thing
But
I've
they
ever
feel good.
seen.
They have a good weight to them.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
They were neat.
So you first you're going to guess color, right? So I'm going to guess on the back here. I'm going to say blue. Good. Red.
He already saw that.
Oh, no. Yeah, I did. So, blue. I said red. That was correct. And yellow. No, wrong. Okay.
You lose.
But now it's your turn, and you're going from this direction.
Okay, so I'm saying yellow. And that's correct, right?
No, you're wrong.
But what if I'm colorblind?
So now I still have to remember. So this is blue.
Yeah.
Yellow. And yellow. Yes. So I get the nut. And now I move to the next line. But now I have to remember the shapes. So it's your turn again, and you're going the other way.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I didn't remember, so I'm just gonna say yellow. It's blue. I'm really good at memory.
Yeah, and I don't know, because you haven't turned any of these over, so I don't know what's on the back, but leaf, no, it's a rock.
And you lose. And
Yeah.
what's the goal?
The goal is to collect as many of the nuts as you can
Before what?
before there's no more nuts.
Okay.
And then you're trying to remember not only the cards you're turning over, but what other people are turning over.
Yeah.
And every time you collect a new nut, you switch from symbols to colors and colors to symbols. And then he said you can combine the games to where there's 2 cards, and if you're going a certain direction, you only flip the top card. And if you're going another direction, you flip both cards.
Huh. What is this game? What's the name?
It's called something.
It's called Quadsus. Quadsus? Quadasu.
And here we are in hall 5. Oh, look at these. Those were cool. Oh.
These components are so good.
What is this?
This is Clothespire. It's like a huge co-op story-based game, basically, and it's like crazy mats, crazy components. Like this is a crazy good components-wise game. I heard it's really good.
It's super cool that they did like cut out component mats. They're like neoprene mats, but die cut in the shape of
Feel
hexes.
these cards.
Yeah, these are like the waterproof. It almost feels like Palm Island.
It's waterproof. That's true.
Yeah, it's like the Palm Island cards where they're maybe a little bit thinner than Palm Island, but they're like waterproof. Like probably rip resistant.
Everything in this game is waterproof.
I'm not gonna try to rip one, but
basically everything is waterproof.
yeah, you can play this at the beach
You play this in the water.
or underwater.
Like, underwater in the pool.
Hi, I'm Glenn Drover, and we're here in the Forbidden Games booth, and we're getting a sneak peek at Dungeon Party. Dungeon Party is a new game that will be kickstarting in December or January, and the idea is that you'll be able to play a role-playing game in any environment without all the books and dice and difficulty. You can play this in a bar, you can play this at home at a kitchen table, and you will have all the components of an RPG, but very easy to play. So every player will have a character, of course, and they'll be the standard classes and races, all with a special power. So they'll be able to fight a specific monster really well, or they'll have a special ability that they can use once during the dungeon, so that each player is special. The way to play is you'll pull the top room from the dungeon. So each room has a special description where something fun or funny might happen. You might get a curse or a trap, like this here, like the sticky floor, or you might be in the kitchen, or you may be cursed with having to run to another table in the bar and tell them that you are a hungry goblin and can you try their food. Then after the room description, you'll have a monster in the room, of course. Every room needs a monster, and the monster will all have a certain number of hit points, the type that they are, so you'll know if your character has a special hit on it, and then some special abilities sometimes. And the mechanic is a simple bounce of a coin. You bounce the coin, and if it lands on the monster and stays on the coaster, you hit the monster. If you miss, then the monster hits you. Very simple. You're trying to survive through the dungeon, and when you kill the monster, you get the treasure, of course. Every monster has a treasure, just as every room has a monster. So the treasures are just very simple. Could be coins, could be gemstones. They all have a victory point value, but some will also be spells or magic weapons or potions that you can give to the characters so that to help them fight the next monster, because things get harder and harder as you go down into the dungeon. The idea is to survive the dungeon, but also to win. So the player with the most valuable treasures will be the winner if you survive. And that's Dungeon Party.
Forbidden Games has been our home basically for this whole week. These red, beautiful people, they are amazing people who are working for this company. It's so great to be able to be a part of this team, demoing Raccoon Tycoon and demoing pirates, and here's Simon. He's walking away. So it's Sunday. This is probably going to be another busy day. Soon was hard at work teaching pirates to another family. And it's been a great experience working for Forbidden Games, to be able to be here, to work some hours and then be able to play and have fun for the rest of the time. I really love that. I hope to do the same thing next year. So last day, it's been a fantastic week, and a fun thing that I love is that this is not going to end. We're going to get home and we're going to play all of these games. That's going to be so much fun, so much cool stuff happening next couple of months. I can't wait.
Hello, I'm Alessandro from Horrible Guild. You may know us as Horrible Games, but we recently changed our name, and you will find this new logo and name on all our games from now on. At this fair we released The King's Dilemma, which is a big box, and it's a legacy game with competition, so it's not cooperative, and it's a narrative game, so it has a very deep story with 6 branching storylines and several possible endings. And you are members of the King's Council, so you will have to take decisions, and these decisions may be very morally challenging. So you will have to decide if you go to war or not, if you help your people with food, or if you want to keep the money for something else. There will be a lot of difficult choices, and the game will remember the good things and the bad things that you do, and you will have to pay the consequences of your decisions. Then we also released Similo, which is a small cooperative deduction game in which one clue giver will look at a secret character, and then by playing other characters as clues, he will have to make the other players guess the secret character. It's released in 2 versions, Fables and History. The game is the same, just with a different set of characters, but if you own more than one version, you can play with 2 of them together by laying characters from one set on the table and using the other as clues. So maybe you will have, I will have to make you guess Leonardo da Vinci, but I'm giving you Alice and the Big Bad Wolf and the 3 Little Pigs as clues. It's more difficult, but it's very fun. Then we also have on show the prototypes of 2 future games. These are Unicorn Fever, which was on Kickstarter a couple of weeks ago, and we have a late pledge open right now. It's a remake of our first game from 29, Horse Fever, and it's a game in which you bet on unicorn races and you can cheat and fix them. Vampire the Masquerade Vendetta instead is our first licensed game. It has the it's set in the Vampire the Masquerade universe, and it's a card game that gives you the kind of experience you get from card games or living card games that you can play with 1 versus 1, but this is for 3 or more players, and it is designed by Bruno Faidutti, which I don't need to introduce, and Charlie Cleveland, who is not very famous in the board game world yet, but he's a very famous video game designer. His most famous video game is Subnautica, you may have heard of it. And this game will be released probably in the later half of 2020, while this one will be available in July 2020. So still second half, but soon.
The most difficult thing in this game is to place the meeples right side up.
So it's a dexterity game.
Yeah, it is. See, in the first one, then it's okay. I'll probably.
The potato booth. Yay!
Hey, I'm Stephen Bonacore from Stronghold Games and Indie Game Studios, the merged company with Indie Boards and Cards. We did that last year. Essen The Spiel 2019 has been a great show. The energy has been amazing. The booth has been packed, as you might have seen from other shots, and the sales have been great. And of course, that meeting room back there has been mobbed with meetings the entire time. So I snuck out here to give you guys a quick view into what happened here during the Spiel. Small game called Terraforming Mars. You probably never heard of that one. We won't talk about that. No, I'm just kidding. So Terraforming Mars Turmoil is basically premiering here. We're just fulfilling the Kickstarter on that. And of course, it's selling like crazy. We only have a few more cases left after this. The last expansion for the last major expansion for Terraforming Mars. But we have a big thing going to happen next year that just wait. Another big game that's been selling here at the fair is our partnership with Freedom and Freeze and 2F Spiele, and that's Fast Slots. It's a pick me up and deliver me game because you're a sloth and you're lazy and you're slow. So the animals come to you and pick you up and deliver you to get all the juicy fruits in the 6 different places on the board, a modular board that will change gameplay every time, as well as 12 animals in the game that will be helping, and you can mix and match. So you only use 6 every game, so the gameplay, the replayability of the game is fantastic. It's Fast Slots. This will be out, by the way, retail at the end of the year. Fast Slots, beginning of the year, beginning of the next year. What else we got? On the indie boards and cards side, we have Kodama 3D. Now this one, if you get a chance to roll some B-roll or something like that, take a look at it. It looks beautiful on the table. 3D version of the game Kodama that we've had out, and Kodama Duo, the 2-player version. And it's really pretty where you're taking those branches and you're making this cute little tree in front of you. Beautiful game, beautiful production. This is we flew this in from China just to have this one here. I'll keep going right there. It's the Easy Reach Coffee Roaster, a solo game by the designer Sashi. I think this guy's going to be one of the new upcoming designers. He also did Let's Make a Bus Route that's coming out soon. Coffee Roaster was a game from a couple of years ago. We brought it back with all upgraded art. It is a solo game of bag building where you got to make the best roasted coffee. And then I'll point from then on. We can take a look at Aftershock right over there. That game, if you can see it at the bottom, it's a little hard to see. It's by Alan R. Moon and Bobby West. Alan Moon, obviously very, very noted designer for Ticket to Ride, one of the games that basically created the hobby. And this definitely has his signature on it because you are placing meeples on the board and building routes, bridges across the different areas of San Francisco or Venice. Because of the massive earthquakes that have happened, and you're trying to now repopulate the areas, but there'll be aftershocks and people will have to evacuate across bridges. It's an area control game with some negotiation mechanics in there as well. Quickly, D-Mocker. This is a game that's not even going to go into retail. We kickstarted it in our partnership with Spielworks. We're fulfilling the Kickstarter right now. A few more copies will be available on Board Game Geek. So if you want this game, which is the #1 game on Board Game Geek, meaning the first game entered into the database, BoardGameGeek.com/BoardGame/1 brings up D-Mocker. So it's got an amazing cred, based on that alone. And the last thing, Agizia. I can't even show you Agizia. It's our biggest selling game except for Fast Slots here at the show, but we sold out of it because we only airshipped a limited number of copies in from China. And Agizia is a reprint of a game from about 10 years ago or so, where you are coming down the Nile and you're taking the actions as you come down the Nile. You can't go back up the Nile due to the currents unless you do some special cards. And in the end, you are scoring victory points as you're building Egypt. It's very pretty and colorful because that's the way Egypt was back then. It wasn't those drab colors that you kind of see now in the art, and you look at the buildings, they're beautiful. So that's what we have here, and that's what's coming out between now and the end of the first quarter. We'll be staggering all those releases out. So thank you for listening. I think I went a little too long, but bye-bye. They saved the best for last. I'm last.
So this is the last view of Essen Spiel 2019. We are going back to the hotel to relax a bit, and we're going to go out to eat with Glenn and the others. So Hall 7 is pretty calm today. Most people are leaving today, going back to normal life, out of the board game bubble and into normal work. We're not leaving until tomorrow, but we probably won't make a video tomorrow. That's just going to be us going home. we are doing a live video tomorrow, so you should check that out. So this has been a great fair. I had so much fun. It's been amazing. This has been 5 days of constant impressions, constant things happening, constant everything. Like almost no sleep, just working, playing games, talking to people, meeting people, and just doing stuff like
Yeah.
all the time for
It's exhausting, but it's really nice also.
5 days.
Yeah.
And this
It feels like forever, but it also feels like we just got here.
yeah, that's how
It's
time
so
works
weird.
basically, and it's been so much fun. It's been
Yeah.
really good actually making these vlogs. You have done a lot of work, and I filmed a couple of videos here and there.
Yeah, you've done nicely.
It has been really fun to be able to make this and share with you how it's been. It sounds like at the end of the video, it's not. We're gonna do more video probably.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Yeah, we're gonna play some games and do some packing tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we've made a great team on this journey.
Team.
Because you know what we're going to do and
you
when,
know
and I know where.
Because I have no idea where I am. Right now I'm in hole 7, I know, but that's kind of it.
That's kind of the only
After
thing
5
to
days,
know.
I cannot find anything. So
We're just pausing a booth, and Johannes is like, "Where are we now? Where is that?"
look at this. Now we got like the angle that we talked about the first days. It's kind of like a callback.
It's a callback to the first vlog.
Callback
If you
to the first
haven't
thing.
watched the first
And
vlog,
you can zoom in like, ooh, this is super interesting probably. So yeah, let's go to the hotel.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go. So we're like super tired and we decided to play Aquatica. That would be like the most logical thing to do, right? So we're playing a 4-player game with 5 players. There's almost no light here, as you can see in the video. So we can't see anything and we're all asleep. So this is interesting. I think it's fun so far. So I think it will be even more fun in awake. Yeah, when I will be awake, it will be even better.
So you two are on teams.
Not, yeah. And you can't see them.
We just got home from playing some games.
Yeah, we played
Mental Blocks,
an Aquatica.
which were both pretty good in their own way.
That was like
And
a
we're filming
horrible
like,
camera angle.
yeah, I know. Let's fix the camera angle. Right, let's do this. Let's do this like vlog thing again.
I can
Yeah, that's better. That makes it easier.
Yeah.
Hey, with a really nice. You can see the really good hotel we're at. You see this? It's horrible.
It
Horrible
like
hotel.
hasn't been painted like since the 70s.
No, probably something like that. So yeah, we played Aquatica, Mental Blocks. Mental Blocks is just a crazy little party game where you're gonna.
Yeah.
We're really horrible at it.
We
8
were
players.
really
I think
horrible
8
at
players
it.
probably is too much.
I don't know. It was.
It did work, yeah.
It was fun.
8 players building a puzzle.
Yeah.
You only see part of the puzzle.
And it was nice actually playing it only with Norwegians because in English it would be much harder.
Yeah,
And
but it was fun.
Yeah.
We will play it again, and then we play the Aquatica,
yeah.
the game from Cosmodrome. I really enjoyed it. I
Yeah,
think
it
I will
was
enjoy
nice.
it even more when I'm awake because I was super tired and I didn't get most in the parts.
Yeah, I thought it was cool the combos you could do with the what do you call it, the buildings, like the
No, that's locations.
locations that you could like finish them all pretty fast, or you can like save up some really neat abilities and get some neat combos. That was cool. Yeah.
Nice. So this is basically the last clip
Yeah, it is.
of this
The very
vlog.
last.
It's been a long week.
Yeah.
It's been really fun to make these videos.
Yeah, it has.
And tomorrow we're going home.
Yeah, it's been fun being in Essen in
Yeah.
general.
We're probably
Spiel.
not going to do. Maybe we'll do like a short one tomorrow. We'll see, like from just to travel home.
That
just
would
for
be a
fun.
bonus.
Bonus if we
Yeah.
do that. But tomorrow evening, Norway time, we're going to do a live video going
Evening
through.
in Norway time.
Evening in Norway, we're going to go a live video going through all the games that we brought home. So if you are interested in seeing the games that we brought home, please check that out. The video should be somewhere on the channel. You will be able
Yeah.
to see that and
Look for it on
and
the
join
channel.
it. So please join, and you can interact with us and tell us which games you want to see reviewed first and what you're the most excited about. So
Yeah, cool.
that's the end, right?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to all of the guys that has like said hi to us
Yeah.
during the convention.
That's been fun to meet you guys.
That was been really nice, so
Mhm.
thank you.
And thank you for watching and following us through the week.
Yeah.
It's been a great week. I'm looking forward to get some rest and actually.
Yeah, and our suitcases are actually not overweight.
No.
So we are
pretty
really
good.
happy. We're just like 1 kilo away from the maximal amount.
Really well planned.
Yeah. We can't take credit for that, but we do it
It's
anyways.
Luck. It's luck, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the end, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for following us this week. Thank you for watching. I'm Johannes.
And I'm Sunniva.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.